Okay, hello people. So, what I want to do is just go through this question and do you a little bit of a brainstorm for things that I see. And I'm literally just looking at it and doing it for the first time now. So you'll see my thoughts poured out onto paper in its confusing glory. So when I see this topic, first thing I'm going to look at shaped by, changed. So it's really asking us to shape somebody is to change them, form them. Changed by, formed by. How are individuals? And by individuals, we can think about which characters. Okay. We can think about people. But I really am going to focus on Rook. I'm going to look at other characters through how they influence him, but really in terms of how characters are shaped, I'm going to be talking about how Rook is shaped, changed, formed by the experiences they face and the people they meet. So obviously, if I'm thinking about Rook, we go Silk, Tagaran. We can think about Governor Gilbert. But really, they're defining people. Oh, Gardner. Yeah, and experiences they face. So I think about what sort of experiences. We've got childhood, Rook's childhood, the childhood experiences, those formative years. We've got his experiences early in the Marines. I'm thinking about the experiences of war and the violence of war. And then the observations of the hanging, and then the arrival in New South Wales, and his Lancelot Percival James. I'm going to whack that in there. Silk. His arrival in New South Wales and his the prisoner, the whipping of the prisoner, the three girls getting beaten, the arrival and the shield. I'm thinking all of these kind of different experiences. And so when you're looking at like your brain, all of your brains will work differently. You got to work for how your brain works. But what I do is I honestly start thinking about, yes, I'm looking for synonyms, but I'm also looking for what these can represent in the context of the story, of the narrative, of the essay, of the text that we're studying. So that's kind of where my brains have gone. But the first thing, I'm really going to make my topic sentences and my paragraph ideas. I'm going to just think about how Rook is shaped. And so, look, how Grenville creates his character. And I'm probably going to come to the fact that he's maybe the different ways that he's changed. And so I'm probably going to talk about the influence of Tagaran on him in terms of the people they meet, but I'm going to be looking at how he opens up as a result of the warmth and the intimacy, the affection, the familial affection that brings out this other side of him, the Camera Rook as opposed to Lieutenant Rook, that he is able to experience for the first time in his life. And perhaps you can compare Rook in the early days, who struggles to understand and pick up on cues, and maybe even the Rook who's bullied by Lancelot Percival James and how he opens up as a result of his interactions with Tagaran. And so my idea, and I don't know if there's going to be paragraph one, my paragraph idea on relationships and the warmth, and so my idea is going to be something like the warmth of human relationships, the intimacy that transforms. Rook has a transformative power. If I'm looking without topic sentences, I'm just looking in general. Rook promotes the warmth of human relationships and its transformative power in the lives of people, the lives of individuals. Unpacking that through Rook and his developing intimacy and affection with Tagaran, Grenville promotes the importance of relationships as central to developing or becoming who we truly are, developing who we truly are and expressing our true selves. Okay, so that's going to be one paragraph idea. Another idea could be this, so relationships as transformative. Paragraph idea on, I don't know, I'm saying fear. Basically, I want to write a paragraph that is going to focus on these things. And so Rook's early times in the Marines and how that is quite a defining moments for Rook. So he's defined by his early experiences as a young lieutenant, and through his encounters with violence, and that this creates in him a fear of disobeying and a realization that the consequences of disobedience is death. Okay, and so I'm got to come to a paragraph idea that's thematic. So what is Grenville suggesting? That people may be negatively influenced by traumatic experiences with violence that instill a fear of authority, or a fear of authority figures. I'm not exactly sure. Again, like I said, I literally am just thinking this out as I'm unpacking it, but I something along that idea that's defined by early experiences of violence, and that they create a fear of disobeying and a recognition of the importance of obedience. And so that's one way that Rook is shaped. And then my last paragraph, I actually think I'll start here. Then move here to how his relationship with Tagaran is transformative. And then I'm going to end with the courage to disobey, and how the cumulative effect of the relationship with the natives and the observations with Gardner that give him the courage and strength as a man to stand by his convictions and act in a way that is true to his own inner moral compass, and gives him the strength to disobey this unjust order, even if it possibly might lead to his own death. And then what without the Rook part? So Grenville, what is she doing? She's saying that that when we, like the effect of the people we meet and the experiences, when we actually when we are able to truly know who we are, when we're able to be true to our inner moral compass, there is a courage that that we find, which enables us to follow our conscience, even when it may lead to our own downfall. I'm not quite sure how to express it. Like I said, I'm just speaking out loud here. But I think I've got paragraph idea 3 in there. Now, you may also have found, if you really have some great writing on Rook's childhood, those like that, we did heaps of good study in the beginning about his, like the fact that he loved his prime numbers, he felt like a solitary, he was bullied by Lancelot Percival James, and that throwing of his belongings out the window, and him, he went to that like that stone fort, and he collected the pebbles, and he really appreciated those pebbles because they were individuals, and then maybe even meeting Silk in the Marines, and like having, he could kind of fake belonging. That could be another great place to start. And you could do that alongside this one, or you could do it in replacement of this one. But if you thought of that too, I think that would be a really great thing to add. You might have heaps of other ideas. It really doesn't matter, as long as you can justify your claims and come up with some really powerful ideas, statements. Get your topic sentence right. And those topic sentences should be powerful ideas statements that are going to connect in with this essay topic and connect into what Grenville is trying to do and say about this essay topic. All right. Hope that helps. I'll try and give you something that's a bit clearer in class tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.